both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
To throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Under fire! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Try to get it to the edge. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But
there he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Bringing the heat. Still on his feet. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. defense has set him up. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball, he's loose down the left side. Defense got it, they're on the run. The tag. Touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early set to this 14-7 lead. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Gives it on the option. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does, no matter the name, no matter the...
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Stumbled to the ground.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll go with a direct snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's up. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They feed him again. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Randall. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Randall. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's going for it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oh, and they blocked it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Complete to start this drive. There he goes. The 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Haynes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle, it's Haynes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Here comes the heat. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. They'll run the sneak for it. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the defense.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run. It's up. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know,
breaks into the open. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Shoots it to the left. Finds his his man. It's up. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Now the pitch. Touchdown Sooners! Great job by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Brown. At the 35, he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Turning it on. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Here's the pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Adams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finds his man. It's Adams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense. A
on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. These Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they
the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, and that is the